Hey, what's going on, everybody? James here, your ABX audiophile. If you have not seen our series of the Pecon Pi streamer DACs by Orchard Audio, you really need to check those out. And they've got something brand new, fresh off the press. We actually had the prototype. I think we were one of the first reviewers to have this. You've seen me kind of sneak it into a couple reviews before. What I'm talking about is the brand new AKM 4499 chip-based streamer DAC from Orchard Audio, coming in at about $1,400 I believe, right in that space. And they've got a beautiful screen, beautiful case, beautiful network, Raspberry Pi based streamer, Rune ready. I mean, this thing is ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look at this thing and we'll get into it, but you are not going to want to miss this guy. All right, so that was kind of just a quick overview of the brand new Pecon Pi Plus Premium Streamer DAC. I think they're coming in right now. They're pre-sailing, they're pre-ordering for $1,295. If you remember our original review of the original Pecon Pi Plus streamer DAC, AKM 4499, I believe, the chip that everybody's raving about. This was the old one we reviewed. Still to this day, one of Kelly and I's favorite streamer DACs around. Absolute bang for buck. Like you saw in the video, here's the new guy here. Again, very similar. Leo took the Pecon Pi Plus that we had before. Basically the same DAC network, upgraded a few chips, the filtering and stuff, kind of how the sound signature is, kind of put a little refresh on that. Same Raspberry Pi streamer, but now we've got, again, like you saw in the video, we've got this nice full-size case, nice screen, touch screen, so you can defeat the screen. You can see all the art logo. You could actually have the clock and just a clock on it if you want, so it just kind of shows you the time frame. It's got this nice low profile 1/4 inch headphone jack. I actually purchased the prototype. It's still my reference streamer DAC that I use. It's over at Kelly's house right now because I had to take this back from him after he reviewed it. He really loved this guy, did not want to let it go. Got the nice upgraded volume knob with the upgraded graphics there. Again, just always the fantastic. Look at this etching on the top, man. That's the one thing I love about, come on camera, there we go, look at that. I mean, it's actually etched into it. We've got this nice grained aluminum in this guy. Super, super cool. So that's kind of what you're getting for your money when you upgrade from just the old school box Pecon Pi Plus to the premium line. His new premium line also has a new set of mono blocks. Those GaNFET mono blocks are just absolutely phenomenal. We've reviewed all of his amps too. Super good. But sound profile wise, in this new streamer DAC, not only do you get all of the cosmetic upgrades with the screen and everything like that, you're going to get just a little bit better resolution. It's slightly more resolving than kind of the original just square box one. Little better detail and naturalness kind of in that upper treble range. I think there's a little bit more sweetness to it. You get a really nice upgraded power supply, this i-Fi. If you don't know the history of this i-Fi and kind of who they were before, kind of high-end audio guys, moved into this space of just producing really, really kind of ultra quality components. This power supply, ultra low noise power supply, comes with it, so that's kind of your upgrade too. And at $1,295, man, I think you're hard to beat here. I think if you're gonna beat this guy or make a significant jump, man, I think, like, I don't even know if, so we had the Dynavector Arce streamer and the Dynavector Aries 2 in. Those two together put you at about $2,000. you're gonna be, I don't know if that's enough. You've got the Eversolo A8 putting you right at $2,000. Again, it's still an AKM based 4499 chip DAC. I think that it's going to be noisier than this. I think Leo's cornered the market on low noise networks around his DACs and streamers. That's going to put you at $2,000. Is that going to be a lateral move, or are you actually going to better it? I don't know. I mean, I've got the Eversolo A6 streamer DAC with the $395 linear power supply, putting me right at the price of this. And this thing handles that A6 with the upgraded power supply handedly. I mean, you go from this Orchard Audio Pecon Pi Plus premium streamer DAC to the Eversolo with the upgraded linear power supply. And yeah, you're going to get all of the features and bells and whistles that the Eversolo comes with. You're going to get that standalone app. You're going to get kind of that ease of integration because you're in that sphere. But sound quality wise, there is no comparison. The Pecon Pi Premium dominates that thing handedly. It sounds like you go from the Pecon Pi Plus Premium streamer to the Eversolo DMP-A6 with the upgraded linear power supply, and it sounds fuzzy. I mean, that ESS-based chip DAC, I mean, it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But when you're doing this like comparison to things, you realize, oh, okay, well, that's probably not as good as I thought it was, But it's good. It's fantastic if that's what you're looking for. But this is going to bring you a lot better sound quality, a lot better resolution, a lot better detail, a lot better performance in the bass and the mids. You're going to get a lot better clarity and imaging in that space. I think the sound stage is way better than the Eversolo DMP-A6 with the upgraded linear power supply. Soundstage probably meets or exceeds just a smidge the Arce 2 with the Dynavector Aries 2, which is a soundstage monster, but that's putting you at $2,000. So yeah, you could do some things that might be better for you here, but man, that's tough, dude. That's tough. And just to deal with Leo and his customer service, I've never met anybody that replies so quickly, gets back to you so fast. Send this thing in when upgrades and things change and you want this thing, upgraded with whatever the new current model stuff is. I mean, this is all kind of DIY space in as well. If you go to his website, you can buy his DACs, you can buy his streamers, you can, DIY a lot of this stuff. But for $1,295 pre-order, I don't know. The only thing that I think does better, and it's just a smidge. I mean, we're getting into small stuff here. So I recently purchased the PS Audio DirectStream Mark 1. The Mark II just came out. I think it's $6, $7, $8,000, whatever it is for this DAC. And mine has the media bridge in it. I picked it up used off the music room. I think I paid, $1,600 or something, I think was the price. But that thing a few years ago was literally a $6,000 DAC and then $1,000 to get the media bridge put in it so that you now have a streamer DAC. So comparing that to the Orchard Audio Pecon Pi Plus premium streamer, I think the PS Audio edges it out in a few ways, but I think also this kind of probably meets that. And for $1,200 to go against a $7,000 streamer DAC, that's the kind of thing that I'm saying you're going to have to make a move to better. I think you're going to have to get into the close to $3,000 space maybe for a streamer DAC to, make it a significant jump to where it's like, oh, okay, all right, that's worth it right there. But jumping up to $2,000, like I said, you could go with a Eversolo A8. Dynavector Arce, and you still got to get a DAC, so mixing a DAC with that guy, so you're going to be at $2,000, and I don't know if that's going to be enough move. So I would really look into the Orchard Audio Pecon Pi Plus premium streamer. Watch all of our other reviews on that stuff. Kelly really liked that. I talked to him last night, and one of the things that he was talking about was how much you get for your money if you're not interested in kind of having all that I2S and all these bells and whistles and a standalone app. I mean, this thing is Volumio is your option, or coming in Rune ready. It will do all of the integration with Qobuz and Tidal and Spotify and stuff like that, through that Volumio relationship. And if you run Rune, you know, you just let Leo know and he'll set this thing up just absolutely Rune ready, and you're rocking and rolling. So overall, this will remain my reference streamer DAC in this system up here. I actually purchased the prototype because I loved it so much, and I have been waiting for this to launch so that we could do this review, because I have actually been living with this thing for a long time. Of course, he's got some upgraded chips and stuff in there, and you know, I did see a little bit better resolution and detail and focus and performance with some of the new changes he's made. But I essentially had the prototype of this, and the minute I had, I think he posted it on his Facebook page a few months back that he was getting ready to launch this thing. He was in design and build. He had a few prototypes that he had built to kind of test them out. I can't remember how many of them he had. It was just a handful. He offered them to the community because when I reviewed the amps and stuff, I actually bought a couple of his products. And so if you own some of his products, you get access to kind of this Facebook page that's like Orchard Audio owners. And he put it out to the group that, hey, if any of you guys want to buy these things, I got these prototypes coming out at a reduced rate. And so I ended up buying one. So I've been living with that thing for months, man, just freaking out, just waiting for this thing to launch so I could do this review. But by far the best streamer DAC that I have had. I love this thing. I'm a Rune user, so it's just absolutely instantaneous. I did use the Volumio with it. You have the Volumio app, and then you can kind of, you know, log into your streaming services and stuff like that. That's a great way to do it. The new Volumio with the updates and stuff is a decent app. I still prefer the Rune with it, but you know, overall, man, this thing is a performer. That AKM 4499 chip, you get all of the clarity, focus, and detail. Nice performance in the bass and the mids. Like everything just sounds really good, and you know, well balanced, good detail, good focus, good spaciousness. You know, jumping from like the Burr Browns or, you know, a TI DAC or something like that, man. You know, you all know why everybody's raving about this AKM 4499 chip. Everybody's about the AKM DACs right now, and I can see why. You know, and so it's ultra performance, man. It gets you that hi-fi sound. It gets you that hi-fi performance. And the nice thing about Leo's take on it is the quality of the parts in the network. And his massive assault on reducing noise and just letting your system be as performance-based as it possibly can really shines through. You know, we've heard some other AKM-based DACs, and it's like, man, they're good, and I get why people love them. I'm holding true, man. I'm still a Burr Brown lover. I love my Burr Brown DACs. I still love this Pecon Pi, just the standard one with the Burr Brown DAC. I love my Atoll SDA 200 integrated amplifier, Burr Brown Class ABA. You know, I like that warm musicality, and I will sacrifice that clarity, focus, and detail to get it. But man, if you are wanting ultra performance, ultra clarity, focus, I mean, if you want that hi-fi sound, you're not going to do better for $1,249 pre-buy. So anyway, get over to Orchard Audio, check out his new premium line of gear. Make sure you put this on your short list to check out if you are interested in a screened streamer DAC that has Rune ready integration, fully balanced. I mean, the network in this thing is awesome. Yeah, check it out. Hope you guys like this review. I appreciate it. I'm James, your ABX audiophile, the world's only 100% nonprofit charity reviewer. 100% of our proceeds go to help youth musical programs that focus on mentorship through musical creation. Almost $7,000 donated in the last 13 months. So we're doing some good work. Come be part of it. Get in the Discord. Check out all the links in the description below, and get over to our website, because we're going to be raffling off one of these Orchard Audio streamer DACs soon, and you can get raffle tickets for $25 a piece right now live on our website. See you guys later.